Good day, everyone. My name is Johanna S. Tarim, and I will be discussing to you the improvements on existing products. Improvements on an existing product means making it better in some way. Like, meron ka nang na-produce na product, tapos i-upgrade mo yun siya or papagandahin mo. Like, for example, instead of producing on only a hairbrush, nag-produce ka ng hairbrush. So, you put a small mirror on the handle of the hairbrush. Thus, the product gives dual function. So, in-upgrade mo yung function din ng hairbrush na ginawa mo. So, instead na mirror lang siya, magiging double purpose. May mirror ka na, meron ka pang hairbrush. So, yun yung tinatawag natin na improvement on existing product. It's like enhancing its features, quality, or performance. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, pwede kang mag-upgrade ng materials or mag-add ng function doon sa product mo para ma-meet mo yung customer needs and preferences ng iyong customer. It is about enhancing the overall user experience and value of the products. Next, we have spotting opportunities. These are some factors that will help you spot opportunities. Number 1, we have the market need. Be observant and be keen in determining the needs of the people in the community. So, dapat maging observant tayo at dapat alam natin kung ano ba yung mga kailangan or pangangailangan ng tao sa isang community. For example, na-observe mo na yung mga bata sa lugar nyo is kadalasan na iniiwan lang sa mga nanis nila while their parents go to their offices or work. So, ang pwede nating ipatayong business is a daycare center. Nang sa ganun, pwede nilang iwan yung mga anak nila doon sa daycare center. Next, we have the location or yung lugar na pagtatayuan natin ng business. For example, ikaw, yung bahay mo is malapit lang sa school kung saan maraming estudyante. Yung opportunity would be store for school supplies, pwede ding snack bar or mga kainan, or pwede din naman yung mga patahian ng uniform. Yun yung mga business opportunity na pwede nating gawin sa lugar na yun. Next, we have the hobby of the people. Siyempre, dun sa community natin, dapat alam natin kung ano ba yung mga hobbies ng mga tao doon. Hindi naman kailangan na dapat alam mo talaga. Pero dapat mag-observe tayo. So, like for example, sa community, the hobby of the woman is needlework. So, therefore, yung opportunity doon would be a store for threads or framing services. Available materials in the community. So, dun sa lugar nyo, for example, sa tabing dagat siya. Siyempre, kapag sa tabing dagat ka, ang mga pwede dun na makita natin is mga seashells, ganyan. So, ang pwede nating gawin dun sa mga seashells na yun is gawin natin siyang decorative articles na pwede naman nating ibenta outside the community. Dito naman sa your interest and know-how is like, ang i-business mo is yung bagay na gusto mo at alam mo kung paano gawin. Like yung example dito, you love plants. For example, so alam mo kung paano alagaan. So, yun yung pwede nating or opportunity na pwede nating gawin or i-business. Like, magpa-rent out ng plants or magbenta ng plants. Yun yung your interest and know-how. Dapat ang i-business mo is yung bagay na gusto mo at alam mo kung paano ito patatakbuhin at kung paano mo ito aalagaan. Next na i-discuss ko is ways of going into business. So, ang sabi dito, ang isang entrepreneur daw is magsisimula yan sila ng isang business na sa tingin nila is malaki ang potential for profit. Pwedeng his family is nasa business na for a long time and he may take part in that business. Another way is to duplicate his family's business in another place. Like for example, is ang business namin is Majesty. So, pwede akong magpatayo ng Majesty sa ibang lugar. Yun yung sinasabi ditong duplicate. Pwede rin naman na kukuha tayo ng idea from our family business and apply it to another product. For example, lumaki ka sa family na may sariling restaurant. So, you may go into business na ready-to-eat package meal. Going into business could be any of the following. First, start a new business. So, pwede kang mag-open ng bake shop sa lugar na hindi pa nag-exist yung bake shop, or pwede naman na a laundry shop sa bagong subdivision, or yung transportation service may be extended sa mga baryo. Yung una kong nabanggit is example siya ng existing business which is hindi pa siya available sa isang lugar. Yung second is providing a new product. The third one is about providing improved products such as food as product na nasa plastic containers. So, starting a new business is the whole concept of this book. Number 2, buy an existing business. Entrepreneurs are sometimes attracted to buying a existing businesses. Like for example, yung ginawa ni Elon Musk sa Twitter. 'Di ba binili niya, ginawa niyang X. So ganun yung point ng buy an existing business. Like ikaw na business owner, bibili ka ng existing business para ma-avoid mo daw yung risk of starting a new. So ang reason is first, to avoid the risk of starting a new, finding customer, new building and brand, expanding the brand. Second one is, you see a potential in that business. Ito naman siya sa mga big business persons, makita nila yung isang company that has a high potential. So, they will buy it bago pa man ito lumago. Ang pangatlo is, the owner of the business is quitting or na bankrupt. Pwede rin na ang reason ng pagbili ng business na yun is yung presyo niya is mababa. Pero, tinitignan din ng mga accountants or banker if malinis yung business, like wala bang utang or yung yearly revenue is kumikita ba or the business has a good record. So, chine-check talaga ng business owner ang lahat ng yan bago niya bilihin yung isang business. So, hindi porket na the price is cheap is bibilihin agad. So, need din natin tignan yung mga factors niya. The continuation of this topic will be discussed by Patricia Lingen. Thank you!